we're back. We're back. There was never a doubt. There was never a doubt. There was never a doubt. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from the Canton McKinley Memorial Fieldhouse, where we are going to see a Division 5, Region 17 regional semifinal between Richmond Heights, currently 16-9, and the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders, currently 18-6. It's going to be a pretty good one from my understanding.
Well, you know, you got two teams coming in to the regional tournament. Central Catholic, third straight appearance here in the regionals, sixth in the last 12 years. And then, of course, Richmond Heights, been a perennial power in the small schools. Numerous state titles. Having another good season this year. A lot of people expect them to maybe get out of this region, but we'll see what Central Catholic does.
All right. Well, with that being said, Mike had the opportunity to talk with the Canton Central Catholic head coach, Matt Creamer, before the game began about 30 minutes ago, before actually another great game that was between the Norwayne Bobcats and the Lutheran East. That culminated in a Lutheran East win, which means whoever wins this game will go on to take Lutheran East here at the Fieldhouse on Saturday. But I got off track. Without further ado, we're going to kick it over to Mike in a past life for his pregame interview with Matt Creamer. Thank you.
Matt, your third straight trip to the regional tournament, your sixth trip in 12 years, but as you were telling me earlier, you're hoping you can get past this level for the first time this season.
Yeah, we'd like to clear this hurdle and get to the next level. We'd love to get out of the regional, but we got to play tonight. We're playing against Richmond Heights, really good team. Torian Jones, good player, going to Ohio State. They got quickness and they can shoot it. And we know them. We've played them. We've seen them. We've scouted them. We've played against them this year, and that's why I put them on the schedule. So let's just go out and see how we can do it.
You mentioned the regular season games, Richmond Heights. The final score wasn't really indicative of how tough you played them up until the third quarter.
Yeah, with about 3.5, 3:20 left in the third quarter, it was a single-digit game. We took a quick bad shot, and they came down and dunked and kind of snowballed from there. I think it was 7 or 8 points we were down. But, you know, we played a 2-3 zone the whole night. Tonight we're not doing that. We've changed some things. We've gotten better, and they've gotten better, but I like our opportunity with our defensive scheme, how we're going to have specifics on certain people. Instead of just all-out man, we're going to do some different things with that man defense. Try to give them a step, keep the ball in front. We got to prevent, rebounds, second chance opportunities from Richmond Heights. No straight line dribbles. Got to handle their pressure. We got to make smart passes, and we got to make shots.
And a little bit about your team. A couple of the guys people might be looking at are the Lakoski brothers, Luke and Lance. What have they done really well for you this season?
Well, they're just such good kids and such good competitors. They work hard, Mike. Luke and Lance are little carbon copies of each other. They shoot the ball well. They run the floor. They handle the ball. They play good defense. They rebound. You look at our stats, and Luke's up in the top in almost every stat, whether it's assists or rebounds or steals or whatever. But they're the heart and soul of what we do at times. And yeah, they get a lot of the shot up opportunities, a lot of points. But a guy like Easton Miller, he's had more charges than anybody in the whole county. I guarantee it. I mean, his charge count is unbelievable. Dylan Minnie handles the ball, and I like the fact that Jonathan Stengel inside gives us a big size person. You can't coach that type of size. So those guys, and then we bring off Jake Bowling off the bench, and of course the sophomore 6'8" Will Minor. He's got to be able to compete. Don't drop the ball. We got to watch where we put the ball at times. When we get it inside, we got to look to, are we going to try to score? Are we going to try to kick it out? We talked about that. We've worked out on that. So we're excited.
All right, Matt, good luck.
Thanks, Mike.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from Canton McKinley Memorial Fieldhouse, where we are going to see Richmond Heights Spartans take on the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders in a Division 5 Region 17 regional semifinal. Winner will go on to take Lutheran East here back at the Fieldhouse this Saturday. Mike, I won't be there. I'll be in California, but let's break it down for you, all right? This Canton Central Catholic team, currently 18-6. Remember, they are an independent, not playing a real conference schedule, but they have had 3 straight district championships, 8 district championship games in 12 years, and 6 district championships in those 12 years as well. Right now, their point differential in the playoffs is about 34, averaging about 34 on top of the teams that they've been playing. In total, we're looking at 102 points scored over their opponents in this playoff picture. In terms of, oh, well, hold on, let's fix that. You're Mike, and I'm Aiden.
I always wanted to be Aiden for a day.
Okay. In the terms of the Spartans currently 16-9 with one of the toughest schedules in the state of Ohio, playing a couple of out-of-state teams as well, including Dynamic Prep, Harvest Prep, a couple of opponents like, what was I going to say? That Louisville squad that we covered yesterday. That was been pretty good. But Spartans currently 16-9. The thing about this Richmond Heights team right now, they're averaging 86.7 points per game in their current 7-game win streak. They have not lost since their loss against St. Ignatius 79-75. But here's the real kicker. Against their Division 5 opponents so far in the postseason, they're currently averaging over 90 plus against all of their opponents. And I'll walk you down. Northwestern, a win. They scored 111 points against Northwestern. And then they faced Shaw, and then they beat them by 90-28. So this Richmond Heights team, currently led by Dorian Jones, currently an Ohio State commit, 14 Division I offers for that kid on the table. It's going to be an uphill climb for Central Catholic tonight, but if the Crusaders are able to keep it within 10 before halftime, I think they're going to be in a great spot. Mike?
Well, I think Central Catholic, you know, we talk about the tough teams that Richmond Heights plays. Well, Central Catholic does the same thing. They really beef up their schedule for moments like this. You see them playing a lot of D1 schools in the area, and I think one of their more impressive wins, although they're not a D1 school anymore, one of their more impressive wins this season was against a very good Massillon team on the road. So they have challenged themselves by playing a real good schedule, and I think that's going to help them coming into a game against Richmond Heights, who you talked about. They played them earlier this season. The final score was a little lopsided, but as Coach Kramer talked about in the pregame interview, you know, they were within 7 at one point in the third quarter. They have to keep this game close into the second half to give themselves a chance tonight.
Without a doubt. With that being said, we are going to kick it over to the Be Right Back screen. I'm sorry. I know you. Yeah, all right. But we are going to kick it over to the Be Right Back screen until we are finished with our national anthem and procedures here pre-game, and then I will be back to bring you Brueck's breakdown and your starters for tonight's matchup. Thank you all for tuning in to the Letter Live, and to the over 25 of you watching at home, thank you for tuning in. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live. You're from the Canton McKinley Memorial Fieldhouse. It seems that we have skipped the national anthem for this contest, and we will not be bringing you a Brueck's breakdown until after the first quarter. But with that being said, both of these squads are going to be playing really well tonight. We're going to try out something new here on the Letter Live. We're going to try and actually keep the live up the whole time. So there's absolutely zero excuse for me to pick my nose. Tipping it off for the Crusaders was Jonathan Stengel, but he tipped it out of bounds, and we are officially underway here in the Fieldhouse. Joey Emery going to be the inbounder for the Spartans, and who else but De'Eric Barber Jr. to take it down the court. Three taken in the corner by Makai Ansberry, but no go.
Well, nobody can see this, but Jonathan Stengel, 6'9" post player for Central, takes up a lot of space in there. He's going to go to play football at Miami. But he's pretty good on the basketball court, too.
Dylan Minnie takes it down the court for Central Catholic. The Crusaders are outside, and inside they go to Jonathan Stengel, but the ball's blocked. Going to be taken down the court by Joey Emery. He'll have it in the right corner. He'll take it back out and take it back up by the key. Looking for a drive inside. He gets one, gets two, and finds a way in. He's got two to start off Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights in white tonight. Central Catholic in black. Currently 2-0 Richmond Heights lead. Central Catholic has showed out. A interesting shot was taken by Luke Lukowski, but to no avail. And I'll tell you what, these Lisowski kids are, wow. These guys are the real deal. Inbounding it over to Dylan Minnie. They'll take it to the key with Lance Lisowski, excuse me. And they'll rip one downstairs to the Mayor's winners. Inside, it's De'Eric Barber Jr. He makes a tough lay. Richmond Heights 4, Crusaders 0. Central Catholic takes it back to the volleyball stripes and into the corner to Lance Lisowski. And they'll go inside to Stengel. Gets the in stride from the key. 6 minutes, 26 seconds to go in this one. It's Richmond Heights 4. Crusaders 2. Spartans miss a jumper at the mid-range level, and it's rebounded by Lance Lisowski. He's guarded by Joey Emery and goes through his legs to try and go to the left. He'll take it back around, cranks it out right. Three ball not taken by Easton Miller, but he'll take one up and in to tie things up here at the Memorial Fieldhouse. Richmond Heights 4. Central Catholic 4. 5 minutes, 55 seconds to go, and De'Eric Barber Jr., 5'11" senior, currently committed to UTEP, fires a pass over to Makai Ansberry, and it's no good. Canton Central Catholic gets the ball plucked from him by De'Eric Barber Jr., and he'll take one up. No good, but boarded by Dorian Jones. The Ohio State commit kicks it out to the corner, and that is a three ball by Joey Emery. 5'10" senior guard knocks it down from the corner. Crusaders take it to the corner, and they go inside to Stengel. He'll go up and in for an and one. Signals, give me one more. And he's got a chance to tie this up with about 5 minutes, 13 seconds left to go here in the first.
Richmond Heights really doesn't have a good matchup for Stengel, so let's see if the Crusaders can really go to him a lot in this game. He's already got 4 points, looking for 5 at the line.
His first and only. Can't notch it, but it's hit. Looks like by De'Eric Barber Jr., and it's going to be Crusaders ball. They've got a chance to take their first lead of the night with this possession. Dylan Minnie, the inbounder for Richmond Heights. The mid-ranger is faked by Miller, and he'll go back up around to the right wing to Lance Vlasovsky. The ball's blocked from Dylan Milley, and they'll go back up to the key. Floater taken by Luke Vlasovsky. He gets his first points of the night to give Central Catholic their first lead of the night. 8-7. Central Catholic leads. And a deep three taken by Makai Ansberry. 5'11" freshman guard knocks one from way beyond the arc. Looks like Dylan Minnie loses his dribble, but he'll get it down the court. Taken to the corner in Stengel. Stengel, corner. Taken by Luke Vlasovsky, but no avail. Down the court, it's Winters. He'll spin around. Mid-range jumper off the spin. And he's got it. 4 minutes, 13 seconds left to go. And just like that, Crusaders lose their lead. Richmond Heights 12, Central Catholic 8. On the right wing, it's Lance. And they'll take it over to the corner with Dylan Minnie. Minnie, the 5'11" junior guard, takes it over to the right. Deep three by Lance Vlasovsky. It's no good. Intercepted by Luke Vlasovsky, and he's got an easy lay. It's a 2-point game. 3 minutes, 39 to go. Refs are letting this one play. Richmond Heights 12, Central Catholic 10. Derek Barber, junior, tries to take it through, and Barber backs up. Kicks it over to Joey Emery now at the logo of the Fieldhouse. Corner three. No good. That was Makai Ansberry on the bucket, but can't get it done. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Ticking down on the clock. Minnie takes it through over to the left wing in Easton Miller. Miller goes through the key, spins around, and gets the ball poked out of his hands. It's still going Central Catholic's way, but with 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go, Central Catholic will take out Dylan Minnie and Jonathan Stengel for, I believe,
it's Jake Bowling and Will Miners coming in now for Central.
On the inbound, it's Jake Bowling. He'll go inside to Easton Miller, and Miller converts. And another foul on the inbound. It's going Central Catholic's way with 2 minutes, 53 seconds to go. Richmond Heights 12, Central Catholic 12.
Well, it's a good start for Central in this game. You know, they're the underdogs in this game. Everybody knows that. Stay with it as long as they can. 5 minutes into the game, we're tied at 12.
On the inbound, it's Bowling. He'll kick one deep over to Lance Vlasovsky, and it is turned over. Dorian Jones pushes through. Poster! What a dunk! Has me out of my seat, but Lance Vlasovsky, he's able to go in. Makes a layup of his own. Well, not much as that dunk was, but gets it done inside. The responses keep coming, but Damaris Winters Jr. tries to go inside, but Lance Vlasovsky is able to get it off the steal. His brother Luke hands it over to Jake Bowling and back over to Lance. Lance on the right, drives through, looks for a man in Will Miner, and he'll convert the and one. Will Miner, the 6'8" forward. He's only a sophomore.
And he's only a sophomore, but what a response the Central Catholic get. Big dunk for Dorian Jones for his first points of the night. But what do the Crusaders do? Come right back, score again, take the lead. Now Will Miner has a chance to give them a 3-point lead with his free throw here.
This is the second time that Canton Central has led in the game. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go now. It's Canton Central 17, Richmond Heights 14 in this Division 5 regional semifinal. It's kicked over to the corner. Makai Ansberry can't get it done from the corner, and he's 1 for 3. 2 minutes ticking down here in the first quarter. Canton Central 17, Richmond Heights 14. Easton Miller is able to take it around. He'll put up a floater inside. He'll get the foul called. He did not initiate contact. He'll head to the stripe instead. 1:48 to go here in the first. And for those just joining us, welcome to the Letter Live. My name is Aiden Brueck. I'm joined with legendary sports reporter Mike Popovich from Canton. And let's just say, Canton sports are his cup of tea. 1:48 to go here in the first. Canton Central 17, Richmond Heights 14. Easton Miller misses his first. Miller, currently 6'3", senior, averaging about a steal per game, picking up 2.3 fouls for himself. Those are the ones he's drawn.
Yeah, Miller with already 4 points on the night, looking for 5. And he gets it.
His second free throw is good, like my colleague says, and he is on track to break his current average in points per game. On the other end, Barber kicks it over to Dorian Jones, who kicks it right back to Barber. And Barber on the right wing needs somebody to go. Winters over in the corner. Mekhi Ansberry joins him on the right side. It's a 3-ball almost taken by Joey Emery, but Emery loses it, and it's going Richmond Heights' way after Crusaders got their hands on the rock. 1:21 to go here in this first quarter. Canton Central 18, Richmond Heights 14. Deep three taken by Damaris Winters. I didn't even have a chance to breathe before they inbounded the ball and let it fly.
That's what these Richmond Heights teams do.
This half-court trap by Richmond Heights has proven successful. A deep three from Luke Vlasovsky. What a bucket! And again, I don't have enough time to react.
Well, Vlasovsky already was 7 points on the night for the Crusaders, averaging over 20 a game. We talk about Walsh University and recruiting heavily in Stark County. We talk about Kyle Monterubio, Braden Gross from Louisville going there. So's Luke Vlasovsky from Central Catholic.
Richmond Heights gets the inbound. They're going to send it right to Ansberry, and he'll drill a three from the corner. 46 seconds to go here in the first. Central Catholic sticking with the Spartans. Minnie hands it off to Bolin now at midcourt. Minnie stutter steps over to the corner, gives it back to Bolin. It's handed over to Luke Vlasovsky. He loses it, but it's regained by Tyler Cook, and the ball is thrown to the corner. Mekhi Ansberry was able to get a hand on it before it went out of bounds, so it will be Canton Central's ball. Mekhi just tried to dive for it, got greedy, and almost carried it on his way to the hoop.
Well, 19.9 seconds to go in the first quarter. We'll look for Central to take the last shot here. Maybe a Vlasovsky 3 if he can get open.
Will Miner playing inside. Jake Bowling turns it, or doesn't turn it over. It looks like Joey Emery was able to get a hand on it again. And it looks like with 9 seconds to go, they're putting back in Jonathan Stengel.
Yeah, Stengel coming back in with 4 quick points.
On the inbound, it's Bowling. He's got to find a man. He'll hand it off to Cook, who gives it right back. Bowling beats one. Steps it back, hands over in the corner. Desperation taken, and it hits the top of the backboard. And after one, it is Canton Central Catholic 21 to Richmond Heights 20. The Spartans not seeing the familiar team that they saw in the second week of the season.
No, they're not, and they're not seeing the teams they saw early in the postseason. But a great start for Central Catholic. You know, like we said, they're the underdogs coming in. Do everything you can to create doubt for this Richmond Heights team. Now, in their past success with the postseason, that's probably going to be really hard to do. But a great start for Luke Vlasovsky tonight, 7 points. Easton Miller, 5 points. Mikhail Ansberry for Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights with a senior-laden starting lineup, but the freshman comes in and hits 2 threes, 8 points already. So a great start, a great game so far with Central Catholic leading 21-20.
All right, with that being said, we're going to kick it over to Brueck's breakdown before we go into the second quarter of play. Right now, this elite scoring output. Richmond Heights are currently averaging 86.7 points per game in their 7-game win streak. I opened the show by saying that, and I'm going to reinstate it now. Through 4, they are on pace to break 80. But it doesn't look like with this Canton Central defense, it's going to be so much like that. The Lasovskis currently combining for 34 points a game between the two of them, getting about 8.5 rebounds between the two of them as well. But if we want to talk individual performances, Jonathan Stengel is a 6'9" post presence, averaging about 9 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game. So my idea, give it to Stengel. See what he can do inside.
Yeah, they took advantage of that early in the game because he does have that post advantage.
A deep 3 to start the second by Dorian Jones. Can't notch it. The Ohio State commit went from about 28 feet. Couldn't get it done. Luke Lasovsky puts up a floater with one hand. It's no good. Got his hand on the ball as it went to the other end. But Joey Emery kicks it over to Makai Ansberry and gives it right back to Barber. Winters takes it after a spin around and can't bait the foul from the 3-point line. Luke Lasovsky with his left kicks it back right. Hands it over to Bowling, and Bowling over on the left wing hits to Minnie. Minnie drives inside, goes to the 3-point line and Cook, and we're going to stay outside in the 3-point line as he kicks it over to Jake Bowling for 3. It's currently Canton Central 24, Richmond Heights 20. 6 minutes, 56 seconds to go. Derek Barber Jr. committed to UTEP for basketball at the moment, kicks it to the corner to Makai, and the freshman is able to knock it down. He's 3 for 5 after a 1 for 3 start.
Yeah, 3 3-pointers for Ansberry, 11 points.
Well, the ball just hit the front of the table, and I'm not sure if you guys can see that notch, but that was probably the most entertaining part of my evening.
Well, they're going to get the foul at Joey Emery for Richmond Heights. Not a lot of fouls called in this game, which personally I kind of like to see when you get to the tournament. Let them play.
I mean, Richmond Heights, they've won the state championship the past 3 years. They would be the first team in history to four-peat if they were able to get that secured in the state Final Four. But Canton Central stands in their way. Taking to the corner, it's Dylan Minnie. Goes inside to Stengel. Stengel feeds Minnie, and Minnie hits the left corner to Bowling. No good. Stengel gets the board. 6'9", he's got an and one, but it looks like they're not going to give it to him. It's going to be an offensive foul on Stengel.
Oh, what a rebound, though, by Stengel to be able to keep his composure. I thought that should go. So does the Central Catholic bench. But it says it's just a foul on the floor on Richmond Heights.
It looks like Canton Central about to shift into a triangle and 2 defense. We saw them putting up the symbol on their bench, and that's probably going to be the most efficient defense if executed correctly. It looks like they're actually giving Central the ball back. Lasovsky takes it to his right. Hits to Luke. Luke spins around. 3-ball. Lance from 3.
Lance Volkoski can shoot that 3 too, just like his brother Luke.
Makai Ansberry can also shoot the 3, but he can also get up and almost touches the glass on his layup. 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go here in the second. It's Canton Central 27, Richmond Heights 25. And the ball is saved almost by Luke Lasovsky, but he hits the ground before he can get the ball back in his hands. It's going to be Joey Emery on the inbound. Primary target going to be Barber. Both about the same size, 5'10", 5'11", respectively. 5 minutes to 30 seconds left here in the game. Makai Ansberry, another 3, it's no good. Rebounded by Lance Lasovsky. Gives it to his brother Luke and kicks over to the right wing. Back up to Bowling, and Bowling takes it. Luke Vlasovsky eyed up that 3 ball, but instead he hands it off to his brother Lance, and Lance gets it done inside. 5 minutes to go, ticking down in the first half. Canton Central 29, Richmond Heights 25. Inside, it's Joe Emery. He converts on a tough layup for the Spartans. 4 minutes, 49 seconds to go left here in the first half. Vlasovsky takes it over to his right, dribbles back and steps a couple of feet off the key. Bowling lets it play over to the left wing with Easton Miller. Easton Miller, he's got an open shot, and he can't knock it down after the back. But there was a push called, and it's going Canton Central's way. About 4 minutes, 28 seconds to go.
Yeah, foul on Derek Barber. Joey Emery tried to sell it on that shot by Easton Miller to try to draw the offensive foul, but the officials weren't buying it.
Bowling's got to get it into somebody, but Tyler Cook is absolutely demolished inside.
That looks like another quick foul on Derek Barber Jr. No, instead, that's on Demarius Winters Jr. But that'll be his second. Tyler Cook will go to the free throw line for Central. Averaging just under 3 points a game coming in. And his first shot is good.
That puts the Canton Central lead up to 3 with this foul shot. It'll make it 4. 4 minutes, 26 seconds to go left here in the second. Canton Central 30, Richmond Heights 27. And I might need to amend that score call in just a second. Canton Central 31, Richmond Heights 27. I said at the beginning of the game, if Canton Central can keep this within 10, they'll be good. But that is Derek Barber Jr. taking it inside. Great, nasty layup. Lance Vlasovsky hands it to his brother. Brother fakes the 3. Cuts inside. Stutter inside. No good. He'll get the foul call. Head to the strike. But couldn't get the and-one opportunity that he obviously was fishing for.
Yeah, good smart move by Vukoski. He likes to shoot the 3. Saw he was covered. Not afraid to penetrate in the lane and draw the foul, and he'll get 2 free throws. Luke Vukoski, that is. I guess we got to specify which one.
Yeah, maybe we should just refer to them as Luke and Lance.
Luke and Lance, there you go.
I feel like Canton Central Catholic fans know it. You know, if they're in it to win it, then they'll know. Hopefully it doesn't bother anybody.
Well, Luke's first free throw bounced off the back of the rim, no good. And his second is good. Luke's got 8 points on the night for the Crusaders.
Derek Barber Jr. has to give it off to Emery on the left wing. He'll go over to the corner, fires a deep one to Winters. He can't get it done. Falls into the hands of Luke. And Luke puts one over to Lance, and Lance puts up a 3-ball of his own, and it's good.
Second 3 of the night for Lance Vukoski, 10 points.
Derek Barber on the right wing. Tries to screen past Mackay. He converts a 4-point play from beyond the arc. He's going to put this back within 2 if he's able to get the foul shot. 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go here in the second.
Boy, that's Richmond Heights' 6th 3 of the night. And they've had some other open looks that Central Catholic has been able to dodge the bullet on. But Richmond Heights really living behind that 3-point arc.
The foul shot
free throw is good.
3 minutes, 36 seconds to go. Or, excuse me, 26 seconds to go here in the third. And that ball goes way over, hits Sam Borkin square in the nose.
As a former baseball player, I'm sure that
that doesn't bother him.
That doesn't bother him. Although it probably hasn't been hit in the nose in a while.
Three ball not taken by Mackay. It's given over back to Barber on the left side. He'll drive through. Puts it up with his right, and it's good. 3 minutes, 14 seconds to go here in the second. We're tied at 35 apiece. Canton Central did lead at 6 by 1 point earlier in the second. Jake Bowley taking the ball down for Canton Central, hoping to make that lead happen one more time. Three ball almost taken by Lance. Lance goes around instead. Regains possession, over to the right, kicks it over, and that's one more pass over to Bowie. He'll put up a deep corner three, and I say deep because if you saw how close his feet were to that out-of-bounds line when he landed, you'd say the same thing. Mackay bobbles it in his hands, but he'll go up. He can't convert, but he'll head to the stripe nonetheless. I think I'm going to be the first person to coin the term deep corner three.
Deep corner three?
In high school basketball, it works. Can't complain.
Well, Richmond Heights has hit a lot of them tonight, and Mackay Ansbury scored a lot of points for them tonight. His first free throw is good. That's his 14th point of the night. So we talked about Richmond Heights, lots of seniors, but the freshmen coming up big for them so far.
Yeah, Mackay has been a standout player for this Richmond Heights squad. In the last game that they played in the playoffs, they had 4 players above 15 points. Minnie anchors it for Canton Central. Over to the corner. It's Luke. Steps back with his right. Loses it. Kicks it back out to Minnie. Good save. Minnie goes through his legs. 2 minutes 13 ticking down on the clock. And Lance kicks it over to the key in Miller. Miller can't notch the three. Too much on the ball. Winters takes it down. He'll take it right back. Moves over to the right side. Take it over to Barber. Barber screens past with the assist from Winters. 1 minute 45 ticking down on the clock. Canton Central 37, Richmond Heights 36. Winters from three after faking out one man. Timeout taken out by Richmond Heights. Pat Murphy, Quentin Rogers takes the timeout. 1 minute and 33 to go here in the second.
Yeah, we saw Richmond Heights earlier this year against Louisville. Their record at the time wasn't really that great, and they lost to Louisville that night. But as we talked about, they play a tough schedule, and they have really, the past few weeks, have been on a pretty good of a roll. And that's, as we always say, that's the time you want to play your best basketball.
Well, it's an interesting storyline if Richmond Heights are able to pull out this game. You got to remember, TJ Crumble played for Richmond Heights last year, but had to move back to Lutheran East High School to finish out his high school playing career. And what's notable about that is, remember, whoever wins this game between Richmond Heights and Canton Central will go on to play Lutheran East in the regional final. So that's just something to put a pin in. Minnie anchors it over to Miller. Miller kicks it to the corner. It's going to be Cook. Here, firing inside. That is a great drive from Miller. But Cook is able to get the board, but can't put it back up. Too much spin on the ball. 1 minute and 9 seconds to go. Free ball. Dorian Jones.
Yeah, Dorian Jones been real quiet tonight, but he hits that three, and now all of a sudden Richmond Heights up by 4.
Over on the right side, it's Luke. Kicks it inside to Minnie. Three ball. Lance. Air balls. Rebounded by Minnie. The putback is almost taken up by Lance. Luke and Lance only a 2-inch discrepancy between the two in terms of their heights.
Well, that's 3 fouls on Demarius Winters Jr. for Richmond Heights. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half as Tyler Cook goes to the free throw line for Central Catholic in the bonus. And his first free throw is good. Central Catholic shooting pretty well as a team so far from the line tonight. Cook was 2 for 2 in his first trip there earlier. And he makes it 2 for 2 again for 4 points.
43 seconds ticking down on the clock here at the Memorial Fieldhouse. Richmond Heights 41, trailed by 6. With 3 minutes to go, they've climbed back. Canton Central currently 39. 28 seconds to go. Richmond Heights gonna play for the last shot here, if applicable. Emery takes it at the logo, draining the clock now with 13 seconds counting down. They're gonna give it, most likely, to Barber. Barber goes through his legs, drives back, tough play, puts it over to Mackay. They've got 2 seconds. It's over to Emery. 3 ball taken by AJ Audio in his first minutes of the game. Makes a quick impact. Drills a 3 from the left corner to finish out the first half. And after 1 half of play here, it is Richmond Heights 44, Canton Central Catholic 33. Mike and I will catch you back with a couple of minutes to spare left in the halftime intermission. But for now, this has been the Letter Live from Canton McKinley's Memorial Fieldhouse for the game of Richmond Heights versus Canton Central Catholic. There's a script I got to read from. You know, it's right in front of me, obviously.
You'll be able to ad-lib it in due time.
We'll be back. Thank you all for watching.
This is Mike Popovich back at the field house where at halftime it's Richmond Heights leading Central Catholic 44-39 in a Division V regional semifinal game. Looking at some of the first half scoring for Richmond Heights, Michaela Ansberry has 3 threes, 15 points for the freshman. Derek Barber Jr., 8 points. Demaris Winters Jr., 7 points. AJ Audio with 3 points. Dorian Jones with 5 points. And Joey Emery with 7 points. For Central Catholic, Jake Bowling with 5 points. Tyler Cook with 4 points. Easton Miller with 5 points. Luke Vlakowski with 8 points. Lance Vlakowski with 10 points. Will Miner has 3 points. And Jonathan Stengel has 4 points. Elsewhere in high school basketball tournament action tonight, one score of note, Cleveland St. Ignatius beat Lakewood St. Edward up at Kent State University 73-48, and that means St. Ignatius will face Canton McKinley in the Division V regional championship game on Friday. Here at the field house, it's Richmond Heights 44, Central Catholic 39. Aiden Brueck and I will be back with second half action in just a few minutes.
Oh, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Letter Live here from the Canton McKinley Memorial Fieldhouse, where we are bringing you live audio coverage, well, besides this, live audio coverage of the Richmond Heights Spartans taking on the Canton Central Catholic Crusaders in the Division V Region 17 semifinal. And right now, we've got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, and like we said, Central Catholic give themselves a chance. Now, Richmond Heights, pretty dominant the past few minutes of the first half. Hits the big 3 at the end to give themselves a 5-point lead. But maybe Central Catholic needed that break at the half to kind of regroup, refocus, get themselves in a proper mindset heading into the second half. Let's see what happens.
Without a doubt, Mike, it has been a killer to watch these two teams play. Richmond Heights, Canton Central both taking the floor down. Waiting for the refs to come back out of the locker rooms. They are back now. As it stands, 8 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Richmond Heights 44, Canton Central Catholic 39. And if you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Aiden Brueck. I'm joined by Canton Repository writer Mike Popovich. We're here for live audio coverage of Canton Central versus Richmond Heights for the OHSAA playoffs. Taking it down the court now as we transition into live play. It's given over to Jake Bowling. Lance Vasovsky spins around, looks to dribble through. Kicks one out, too many. Mini over to the left corner. He'll hit Miller. Miller back out to the right wing. It's Luke. 3 ball, no good. Taken over by Dorian Jones. Canton Central playing the trap. It's handed over to Joey Emery. He can't notch a three. It's way off the right side of the rim. Taking it down now is Luke. Luke fires over to Lance. Lance puts up a three. Bang! Gets it! 7 minutes, 3 seconds to go. Taken down here in the third. Canton Central find themselves back within 2. It's Richmond Heights 44, Canton Central 42. Makai Ansberry puts one up. Touches the glass on his way down. 6 minutes, 49 seconds to go. And Richmond Heights now lead 46 to 42 over Canton Central. The steal almost by Barber leads Luke to put up a three ball of his own, and it won't go. Miller backpedals to try and stop Prince from having an open lane, and Prince stops in his tracks now at the volleyball stripes. Prince takes one over. It's Makai. Deep three. It's good. Give it to him. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go here in the third. And it's Richmond Heights 49.
Fourth three of the night for Ansberry.
Yeah, it is Richmond Heights 49, Canton Central 42. Makai has 17. But Minnie takes it at the key. Hands it over to Lance. Lance dribbles through. Put one up and in. Calls washed. Foot down.
Yeah, it was a real big swing there. Central Catholic Volkowski, open three. He's going to take that, just misses. Ansberry gets the three for Richmond Heights. 6-point swing there. And now the Spartans have a 7-point lead.
Taking it down the court now, it is Luke Vlasovsky. He's fouled. It's going to be Joey Emery.
3 fouls now on Joey Emery. That's 2 Spartans with 3 fouls. Emery and Demarius Winters Jr.
Mid-range jumper taken by Easton Miller. That's no good, but Lance. Makai Ansberry puts one up and in. It's a 9-point lead now for Richmond Heights. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go here in the third. It's Richmond Heights 51, Canton Central 42. And Richmond Heights are hyped on the bench as Canton Central heads back to the bench, defeated after about 3 minutes of play in the third.
Yeah, good timeout for Central Catholic. This was the point of the game the first time they played. Maybe a little bit later in the quarter of the third quarter when Richmond Heights built on a 7-point lead and really quickly put away Central Catholic in that game. So Matt Creamer with a good timeout here, try to settle his team down. And boy, I can't imagine that, you know, if that shot from Volkowski would have went in. Like we said, 6-point swing there. 3 for Central Catholic didn't drop, a 3 for Richmond Heights dropped, and they've had a lot of threes dropped tonight.
Without a doubt. Mike, this Makai Ansberry has been instrumental in this Richmond Heights takeover in the third quarter. Currently has 19, about to break 20. He's one of 2 with double-digit scoring. Cook takes it over to Miller on the left wing. Miller kicks it to the corner for Luke. Floater, no go. Rebounded by Lance. He's taken out. Over to the left wing. It's Luke. He'll put up another. Won't fall. Rebounded by him again. He'll put one up and in. Richmond Heights 51. Canton Central 44. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Derek Bomber Jr. has it for Richmond Heights. He'll hit it over to Makai at the key. Makai jitters, puts one up. No foul called. Rebounded by Luke. But it's plucked out, and Joey Emery is able to get it done inside. 4 minutes down to go here in the third. It's Richmond Heights 53. Canton Central 44. And it's going Canton Central's way after a drive from Luke Vlasovsky. So fast I couldn't even call it.
Yeah, if you were to say you would have held Dorian Jones to 5 points midway through the fourth quarter, you would have really liked your chances. But this is a great Richmond Heights team. They're up by 9.
Derek Barber, junior at the key. Dices up Lance and puts one up. It's off the side of the backboard. It's no good. Lance is taking it down the court, stops in his tracks by Emery. Gives over to his brother Luke, who fires inside to Cook. Cook to Miller connection to get him a bucket inside. 4 minutes to go. It's a 7-point lead for Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights 53, Canton Central 46. 3-ball faked by Barber. Barber's called for traveling. Canton Central ball now with 3 minutes 55 seconds to go. It's 53-46.
I signaled the call before you could call it. I apologize.
Ah, no. Well, this is the first time we're doing the, camera of us too. For those wondering, we are not allowed to stream the actual game footage despite OHSAA regulations. There's just no go. 3 balls way off by Lance Vikovsky. He'll fire one down to Derek Barber Jr. Spins around. Hit over to Emery. 3-ball. Mackay. It's good. 3 minutes, 32 seconds now coming down in the third. It's a 10-point lead for Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights 56. Canton Central 46. 3-ball. Way off by Jake Bowling. Going down. It's Winters. Foul is called. He's got a shot. He's good. Down in front of us. But he'll be all good. Headed to the strike now.
Yeah, that almost was the second time tonight that Richmond Heights was able to draw a foul on a made 3. Demarius Winters missed, but he'll get 3 at the line as the foul was on Easton Miller for Central Catholic. Winters tried to build on a 10-point lead. His first free throw is good. Gives Richmond Heights a 57-46 lead with 3:13 to go here in the third quarter. Winters again, good again. 58-46, Richmond Heights.
3 minutes, 13 seconds ticking down here in the third. 58-46 now. It's 59-46 after Demarius Winters Jr. was able to kick in his second foul shot. Over on the left side, it's Lance Vikovsky. He's got to take one over through his right, through his legs. Kicks it to Bowling. Bowling dribbles through, takes it back, and gives it to Luke. Deep 3, no go. Joey Emery able to keep it in. Hands it over to Barber. Barber from 3, won't notch it. It's going Crusaders' way after the shot is no good. Off the rebound. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go.
Yeah,
Richmond Heights, 59. Canton Central, 46.
Yeah, Central Catholic getting good looks, but just not getting shots to drop.
Inside, it's a pretty layup by Luke Lisowski.
Volkowski gets the Crusaders to within 11 points, 59-48, as we got a timeout here with 2:27 left to go in the third quarter. Lance Volkowski leading Central Catholic with 13 points. Luke Volkowski has 12 points. And for Richmond Heights, Mikhail Ansberry leading all scorers with 24 points. He's got 5 threes on the night, and Richmond Heights has 10 threes as a team. And we still have 2:27 to go here in the third quarter.
6 minutes, or about 5.5 minutes of play in the third. Richmond Heights 59. Canton Central 48. You guys tuning in, welcome to an audio broadcast of Canton Central Catholic versus Richmond. Richmond 5, Richmond 17. Apologies for the technical difficulties here. Barber now has it at the volleyball stripe. Takes over to the left. 3 taken. Dorian Jones. Can't notch it. Taken over by Will Miner. Will Miner, the 6'8" forward. Kicks it over to the corner. Lance puts one up on the layup. Tries to get his board. It's no good. Canton Central backpedal. Trying to get on Barber. Barber puts up a reverse layup inside, and it's good. Richmond Heights 61, Canton Central 48. Three taken. It's Luke Wasowski. Can't get it. Over on the right side, Damaris Winters. Asks for a screen from Barber, and Barber takes the ball and drives in. 53 seconds to go. Ball thrown into the corner. It's Lance Klaskowski. Boarded by Miller. Miller can't get it. And that is 3 missed shots after Jake Bowling takes the third. Richmond Heights now going to play for the last shot with 30 seconds left to go here in the third. It's Richmond Heights 61. Canton Central 48.
Richmond Heights, no hurry with 21 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Emery, 10 seconds left. No ISO to make the play. Tries to put it up. It's good. It rolls in. Canton Central's got 3 seconds to make a play. It's handed in stride. It's stolen. They can't get it up. Canton Central now down 15 with 8 minutes to play here in the regional semifinal. Both teams playing for the chance to play Lutheran East here on Saturday.
Well, possible game-changing quarter for Richmond Heights right there. They outscore Central Catholic 19-9 to take a 5-point halftime lead into a 15-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. Central Catholic just could not get shots to drop. They had a couple of open looks at threes that did not fall. Last sequence down there for a few minutes ago. A couple of offensive rebounds, 3 shots, just could not get a fall, or shot to fall. So they're in a pretty big predicament heading into the fourth quarter. So we said the winner of this game will play Lutheran East on Saturday in a Division 5 regional championship. Lutheran East beat Norway earlier tonight, 64-56. That game started out big in Lutheran East's favor, and Norway made a game of it. I think even took a brief lead at one point, but Lutheran East holds on. They were favored to win that game. And Richmond Heights was the favorite coming in here, and they're 8 minutes away from moving on.
If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome to the fourth quarter. It's Canton Central versus Richmond Heights. Richmond Heights currently leading the Crusaders 63-48. Kai Ansberry hits it to the key in Emery. Emery steps back, puts one over to the right wing. Dishes inside, it's Barber. 3 taken by Winters, and it's boarded by Lance. Lance Klasowski takes one to his right. He's guarded heavily by Emery. Looks to kick the corner, puts one up. And his shot is good, but it's waved off as there is a charge taken, and it's Barber, the UTEP commit, who takes the hit.
The foul there was on Lance Vakowski, his first.
It's going to be Barber taking it down the court for the Spartans. Winters hands it back to Barber now. Barber's to the corner. Cut underneath. It's Emery. 3 ball. Dorian Jones. It's good. 7 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in the fourth. It's Richmond Heights 66. Canton Central 48. Over on the right side, it's Lance. Lance pitches over to Luke. Luke, deep three, it's good. In the face of Derek Barber Jr. Canton Central looking to make one final run, but Dorian Jones tries to put up a huge check. No good. 15-point lead now for Richmond Heights. Luke Vlasovsky takes it to the corner. And after the three balls taken by Easton Miller, it's no good. Derek Barber Jr. takes it over to the right wing. Takes it back himself. From the college three-point line. Spins one over. Dorian Jones with the man in his face. It's good.
Boy, Dorian Jones getting all hot all of a sudden. That's 3 straight threes for him.
Inside for Canton Central. It's Jake Bowling. His reverse layup is no good. It's the cameraman all the way down. 5 minutes, 55 seconds to go. Left here in the game. It's Richmond Heights 69, Canton Central 51. This has been the closest game for either of these teams in the postseason so far. Barber. Over to Mackay. Mackay with the man in his face. Can't notch him. Ball is barreling straight towards us here on the side. Easton Miller has to take it for Canton Central. The ball is saved by Lance Vlasovsky. And there's a bit of contact that ends up right in front of Sam Borkin and Lee Foster.
Well, it's been a while since we've seen Jonathan Stengel in the game for Central. But with Central in this situation down 18, they need their shooters on the floor, and they need their shooters to hit shots.
It's Luke. Backpedaling with the ball, picks up his dribble. Has to go inside to Will Minor. Will Minor's foul. That foul is going to be on Damaris Winters Jr.
That's his 4th.
The closest one to foul it out. Apparently so.
Looks like they're going to put AJ Audio into the game for Winters. Audio hit a big 3 at the end of the first half to give Richmond Heights a 5-point halftime lead.
Canton Central missing inside to Miller. It's a 3-ball taken by Lance Vlasovsky. The junior can't get it from beyond the right wing. 4 minutes, 55 ticking down here in the 4th. Corner 3, spot up, Joey Emery. Can't get it. Ball taken by Luke. Luke has it over on the left wing now. Looking to dribble underneath. Try to bounce pass it over to Will Minor. Will Minor can't connect. Corner, Mackay Ansberry. Hands it over to Audio. Audio gives it to Dorian Jones from 3. And now, Richmond Heights have reached the 72-point mark. Dorian Jones, he's got 14. Derek Barber Jr., he's got 12. Mackay Ansberry leads all scorers with 22. And Joey Emery has 11. 4 double-digit scorers. Again, it's like clockwork for the Spartans here in the postseason.
Yeah, they win as a team. They've won championships as a team. And now they have a looking pretty good to get into at least a regional championship game this season. You know, Matt Kramer, the Central Catholic coach, talked about he felt that this was the best regional in all divisions with the 4 teams, Lutheran East, Norwayne, Central Catholic, and Richmond Heights. And, you know, between Lutheran East and Richmond Heights, as it's looking right now, I mean, you wouldn't be surprised if that winner cuts down the nets in Dayton.
4 minutes, 27 seconds to tick down here in the 4th. It's Richmond Heights 72, Canton Central 51. Lance Vlasovsky Greenbow's went over to Bowling now on the right side. He'll take it past the timeline over to the left. Easton Miller takes it for himself. Luke Lasovsky takes it for himself. Over to Lance. His three is no good. Ball is sent downstairs. Dorian Jones arcing it right in the hands of Minor. It's Lasovsky. Over on the right wing. Guarded closely by Derek Barber. He'll put up a deep three. It'll fall. What a shot from Luke Lasovsky. 3 minutes, 44 seconds to go here in the fourth. Richmond Heights 72. Canton Central 54.
Well, that's 18 points on the night for Luke Lasovsky. His third three. I'm sure that's not the result, but I'm sure that's making Walsh head coach Jeff Young happy. We talked about he's going to be going to Walsh as well next year.
Mini taken by Mackay Ansbury. It's going Canton Central's way. Now with 3 minutes, 30 seconds to go, they look to build on a solid foundation to try and claw back into this contest. Third quarter, slipped it away. Luke Lasovsky gives it over to Lance. Lance to the corner. Has Bowling. Bowling takes it for himself. Free ball. Miller takes one. No good. Rebounded by Dorian Jones. The Ohio State commit, 14 Division I offers, gets the board for the Spartans. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go here in the fourth. Richmond Heights 72. Canton Central 54. Derek Barber fakes right, takes to his left. Kicks it over. Dorian Jones from three again. It'll fall after a couple of notches off the rim. Dorian Jones is electric. He's got 17 points on the night after that three-pointer. 2 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Richmond Heights 75, Canton Central 54.
They're getting a foul on Richmond Heights here. It's going to be on AJ Audio, his first. Second team foul, but really academic with 2:34 to go, and the Spartans up by 21. Central Catholic, as we talked about, this is their third straight regional appearance, sixth in 12 years.
Resuming play, it's Lance Lasovsky. Takes it in. He'll get a foul. He'll head to his stride. Canton Central down 21 against Richmond Heights.
Lance Lasovsky going to the line. Only a junior, so you figure he'll be the Crusaders' go-to player next season as his first free throw is up and in. 14 points on the night for Lance Lasovsky. He has 3 threes, just like his brother Luke has 3 threes. And Lance Lasovsky hits his second. That cuts the Richmond Heights lead to 75-56.
Derek Barber fires over to Dorian Jones. Gives it right back to him. Dorian Jones takes it. He'll spot it for a 3 right in front of us. No good. Easton Miller gets the board. Has to take it down the court before the violation. Takes it left, almost steps back court. Takes it. Steps up. Gives it to Bowling. Bowling takes it around town off the screen. Lance Lasovsky gives it inside to Stengel. Stengel puts it up. It's no good. Tries to carry it through. And it's going to be Richmond Heights ball off the jump ball. Minute and 59 seconds to go here in the game. It's Richmond Heights 75, Canton Central 56. Richmond Heights taking over this contest.
Let's see when Matt Kramer starts to give his bench players an opportunity to play in this game. Probably another couple of possessions here.
Joey Meyer the sub for Canton Central. Bowling gives it over to Vukowski. And another foul is called. It's going Richmond Heights as well. And after that, Easton Miller. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. Easton Miller will come out for Canton Central. His last game as a Canton Central Catholic Crusader. Richmond Heights will draw this clock out with 1:30 to go. Derek Barber wants one for himself. Hits it over. 3-ball. AJ Audio can't get it. Boarded by Braylon Rebellion. It's going to be Joey Meyer over on the left wing. Hands it, fires it inside. Intercepted by AJ Audio. And Derek Barber with 1:05 ticking down here in the fourth. Looking to run this out. Fakes to his right. Goes back and forth. More substitutions coming in for Canton Central. Max Fry and Tyler Cook both coming in for Canton Central. 53.8 seconds to go. Richmond Heights now in the bonus after the foul.
Well, it was a good run this season by both Central Catholic boys and girls basketball. Both teams making runs to the regionals. Both teams' seasons coming up short in the semifinals as Jonathan Stangl leaves the game. Luke Vukowski leaves the game. 18 points for Vukowski in his last game as a Crusader. Jonathan Stangl, we'll see him next fall with the Miami Redhawks football team.
53.8 seconds to tick down in the contest here. It's Richmond Heights, 77. Canton Central, 56. Underclassmen looking for a chance to shine. Dorian Jones puts one up. Oh, he misses the slam. Dorian Jones trying to put one up off the assist from Barber. 3-ball from Tyler Cook is good. And Dorian Jones slaying that one way too hard. 20 seconds ticking down now in the fourth. They're still calling plays. Never mind. They wave it off. That's going to do it here. 10 seconds ticking down. And after 4 quarters, it's Richmond Heights, 77. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. It's Richmond Heights, 77. Canton Central, 59 after 4. And it's going to be Richmond Heights versus Lutheran East. TJ Crumbles, half homecoming.
You talk about an interesting storyline as you mentioned earlier. The game, Crumbles ties to Richmond Heights, goes back to Lutheran East, so they'll play that game here Saturday. And for Central Catholic, another run to the regionals ends here in the semifinal game. They're going to, hopefully, for their sake, get past this hurdle one of these years.
Richmond Heights, one step closer to the 4-peat.
Yeah, and that would be an historic 4-peat, as you mentioned. No team has ever done that. And they're 3 wins away from doing it.
With that being said, thank you everybody for tuning in to me live here from Ken McKinley Memorial Fieldhouse. Everybody listening, watching, have a nice night. Safe travels. Take care.